welcome back to another one from ItsPuddinsT. All right, y'all. So let's see who we're gonna start with today. I think I want to play it a little different. Spirits, have a little fun with it. So we're gonna start. We're actually gonna start with the romance angels today. You know, I don't know how I feel about that, but how I do as I'm told. Ooh, all right. So who should I start with? My. Okay, so we're gonna start with codependence. We're gonna start with codependency, y'all. Trying to figure out where I be wanting to put these things at, so I don't mess with them the whole entire reading, which I'm probably gonna do anyway. But codependence, we have addictions are affecting your romantic life. Then we have past life relationship. You have known each other before. Then we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Oh, okay. I like how this is looking. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Wow, this is a whole nother lane in here today. And then romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, that's dope. Okay, I'm digging it. Okay, so clearly this is it's making, okay, I ain't gonna lie. This is making me question myself. It's making me question myself. I'm like, and maybe it's because of the energy I just came out of from doing the other reading with the ancestors and things like that. Well, every reading is with the ancestors. That's, I feel like I'm channeling from them all the time. But this one is just like a love reading. It's so, and the fact that everything's pink right now. So yeah, I'm digging it. I'm okay. Let me get into my love bag then, because I can't remember the last time I did like a love theme reading. So this is interesting. So I'm glad they led me to this. This is fun. Okay, so then we're gonna go back to our cards here. Our feel wise. I like that one. That one popped out to me. Soothe. Okay. And let's see. Self-acceptance. Let's get like 2 more, please. 2 more. Relate. What's the other card just seen? And vulnerable. Oh wow, bro. I like this. Okay, I like where this is going. Okay, so listen. You it's you. The problem in this relationship is you. You're the problem. You are the problem. You are addicted to negativity. So far. I mean, it could be other addictions as well, right? Self-soothe, self-acceptance, relate, vulnerable. So, and then we have loyalty on the top. For some reason, that just stuck out to me, but I'm not going to actually pull it. Maybe that's your problem. Maybe, I don't know. Either you have, and I ain't trying to beat you up or anything, but I gotta give it to you how I'm getting it. You might have an issue with loyalty because maybe you struggle with loyalty or being loyal, and don't take it personal. Like, we all have things we have to work on sometimes, and maybe you don't realize it. And don't get offensive. Don't get defensive. Don't get defensive. Wait a minute, could offensive work in this situation? I don't know. But anyway, but listen, don't take me, baby. I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm telling you that you whoever your partner is a pretty good partner, right? And y'all had a past life together and they chose to be with you again. That's how much they love you. They chose you more than one time. But you're not making the effort here. And you're codependent. You, like, that's crazy. Like, you can't depend on this person. And like, and also act like it ain't that deep, like they not that, like they not that guy or that girl. You can't do that. You can't do that. But I feel like you may have been looking for confirmation, like, is this it? This is it. This is your soulmate. And it's not them. They're not the problem. You are most definitely the problem. You may have when you grew up, growing up, you probably had some issues with receiving the love that you were supposed to receive. And I think that led you to having making it made you develop a false sense of self, right? So because you don't really believe in yourself, it's like you're projecting this onto your partner. You not being you're not fully satisfied with yourself, right? And you're making it seem like it's them. You're making it seem like, and they may even point this out to you, and you're taking it the wrong way. You get real defensive, and you're not allowing yourself to be open or be vulnerable. You're pretty much what's the how you say it? I'm about to pull some more cards out this deck that I ain't even ever pulled on here before. That's where y'all got me at. It's emotionally what is it? I bet you somebody saying it too while they're looking at this. You're why can't I find? I've said it a million times. Hold on. Okay. Since my internet connection is a little weird. Hopefully the video doesn't echo up on us. What is the word? It's I'm gonna have to look it up, y'all. I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to pause this and Google it. Because I refuse. Hold on now, because I just said this the other day. You're not emotionally available. Woo, y'all about to have me. Oh, get hot bud. Listen, you're not being you're making this hard. You're making this hard for your spouse. And they really are. I feel like this is coming out now because you're gonna mess this up if you don't fix it. They tired of you. They tired of you. Like and I don't mean they love you. They love you. Honestly, I usually don't do it from this end of things, from this end of the stick. But some people need to hear the message very blunt. You're a negative person. Okay? You are a negative person. And I'm not trying to beat you down. It's just that you need to hear this. Okay? You need to hear this. Stop being so negative. You're creating the negative stuff. The stuff that you think is happening is actually not happening. You're tricking yourself, to be honest with you. You're creating illusions and you're wrapping them around yourself and you're blaming it on other people. So let me see what you have here. Y'all really made me do this. So these are different emotions, right? And this whole set of Feel Wise has like different emotions and stuff like that in this particular category that I was waiting to pull out and actually start using. But this category is called energy, right? So I'm pulling from the energy category. And it's going to kind of sort of help me, put that back. It's going to kind of sort of help me kind of narrow down where your energy is at. So where's this person's energy at, Divine? What is going on? You are you overstimulated? I think you're overstimulated too. You got a lot of stuff going on though. It's so weird. Okay, so you're very stimulated. You're an overthinker, huh? I get that too. I get that. Oh, and you're perky. So yeah, you don't get me wrong. I ain't saying you're a bad person. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm not saying that things didn't happen in your life that caused these things to happen. I'm just saying that it's time for you to work the stuff out. Stirred. Okay. These cards are so cute. And exhilarated. I think that's what's really making your partner upset. I would be upset too because you're awesome and I see why they love you. I'm starting to love you. I'm feeling the love they have for you. It's so strong and it's extremely deep. I'm gonna have to pull from another category because, baby, let's see who else we have so I can try to figure you out because I'm confused. And you know what? This is probably what confuses your partner because I'm pretty sure majority of the time, like, because this is why they fell in love with you. They see these things in you, right? But then you have like I feel like you're overstimulated. You get overstimulated. I get overstimulated easily, So this has nothing to do with your partner. Like the issue that you have, and I feel like it's probably past energy too, to be honest. I really feel like it's how you grew up. I really feel like there's something going on with your childhood that is playing a part in your pain. This is why I want to say don't be defensive and don't get upset because it could hurt your feelings when you don't, when you don't realize, we don't realize that it's actually not other people and it's you. It's sometimes that's hard to face. Like, it took me practice, and it's past accountability. It has nothing to really do with that. Like, I feel like you are an accountable person. Like, I feel like that's when the issue, anything that isn't triggering you from your past or from your childhood trauma, I feel like if it's in the moment type of situation, I feel like you are accountable and you don't mind admitting if you were wrong, right? And it's not that. I feel like it's just when you have your triggers, whatever triggers you in particular, is when you kind of go off the deep end a little bit, or you just maybe you might close off your feelings or emotions. You might shut down completely, actually. And this person, your spouse, is not like that. They're more communicative. Divine. When I chant these messages, y'all gotta give me words. Y'all gotta help me too now. Y'all gotta help me with these words. I promise y'all, I have a very good vocabulary. It's just the way some of these words are coming out sometimes. Honestly, I just feel like the way I say it, it comes out the way you need to hear it, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to make excuses for you. Okay, so back to it. So I'm gonna dig in here. Okay, so I'm gonna pull from discuss right quick, and then we're gonna pull from the fear category, discussing the fear category, and then we'll see like what you got going on. So hold on a second. So the disgust, what revulsion. Okay, and then we have embarrassed. Okay, and then from the fear, you have suspicious, and you have nervous. Okay. Oh, okay. It's making more sense now. Oh, whew. I got a little lightheaded, y'all. Okay, it makes more sense now. Now we're digging a little deeper, and I think that has a lot to do with this too. Like, you don't feel like people see this in you, and you. Now, I hope this comes. I'm trying to say this right, because in my head I can see it and I can get it. Hopefully it comes out right though. So you have suspicious, revulsion, nervous, and embarrassed, right? Did I say revulsion right? Am I saying this right? Okay, anyway. You can see it. So these emotions you developed as a child, and I'm sorry that you dealt with or any trauma, whether, and maybe that's another thing too, is that you don't really talk about it because you don't want nobody to play your emotions. Like, you don't want nobody to downplay your emotions. You don't want anyone to tell you like it could have been worse. Let me tell you something. I can't stand that either, because everybody's pain is different. I don't believe in having a pain competition. I can't stand that. If someone wants to get into a pain competition with me, baby, you're gonna lose every time. But everyone has, a life that they're living, on the path that they're living. If people have it easier, okay, they earn that life that they got. You don't know what they did in the past life, or what. You have nothing to do with how God favors someone, right? So, and the same thing goes for people who had it worse, so vice versa, whatever. So you don't want to talk about it because you don't want nobody to downplay your emotions, but your spouse is not going to do that. They're open and willing to actually hear this and help you work through it, right? Some people do come in your life and can help you heal if you allow them to. I don't want you to like, they're not going anywhere as long as they see you make the effort, right? So if you made it this far and you didn't get upset and click off, then then you've already won. So it's like, you really do need to take the steps though to deal with this, because it's not just your spouse. That trauma and having triggers can affect your entire life. And it's like, your spouse is probably the only person that's willing to actually say something because they care. Like, people that may work with you, or people that may be just friends with you, or family, may feel the same way too. They just don't, either they don't say nothing or they do, and you're just not taking it the same way, because when you hear it from the person that you are in a relationship with, it hits different. Or maybe it's the way your spouse brings it up. I don't know. It depends on your situation or relationship. But the something about the embarrassment though. This embarrassment will hold you back so much so, and that's just anybody, overall anybody. I let the fear of embarrassment control me for, I ain't gonna lie, up to recently. I ain't gonna lie, up until recently, I just like up until like the past year or two, I really started to just reflect and dig into that, self-care bag. And I really just started to like, had to reflect and really get over a lot of things. Because let me tell you something, everybody has something or could possibly go through something that's embarrassing. That's just like us as living beings who make mistakes. You're gonna always have something. There's everybody has something. You know what I mean? There's no one's perfect, and the people who really don't have that are usually the ones that are actually helping people who you don't have to be embarrassed in front of. Now, when it comes to your spouse, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. They don't, the things that you see as flaws, they don't. The things that you see that probably would be embarrassing, they don't. They love you. Like, and have you noticed that though? Like, do you have a family member, somebody, or a best friend, or maybe you're just that type of person where someone could tell you anything and you don't get secondhand embarrassment for them. You don't feel like they, have anything to worry about. Like, I'm that type of person. You can tell me anything and don't have to be embarrassed. Cause like I'm like, bro, because of my fear of embarrassment, I made it a safe place for no one else to have to be, or feel embarrassed, right? And that's the type of spouse that you have. So regardless though, let's push your spouse to the side. Let's just make this about you. I really want to see better for you. I really want to see you feel better. And I want you to understand that your pain does matter too. So, and I'm sorry if anyone's ever downplayed it or made it seem like it was a little thing. Clearly, it's not a little thing because it's affecting you now. It's still affecting you. And that's why I love how they depict the emotions, because it's real stuff. Like, this is really like, look at these. These are really how you feel on the outside. And I love how the cards always play out and how they stack on top of each other, because you see how you got the stirred and the exhilarated and the perky. You have these good emotions, but they're all truly sitting underneath these true emotions here. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you do need to work this out though within yourself, and make sure you talk to them like, man, listen, I seen this reading and what you think? Maybe you just send it to them like, what you think? You know what I mean? Or just talk, have a conversation like, you know what? I had an epiphany and I think I need to da 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 da. And I would suggest talk to whoever you're comfortable with talking to, but I think your spouse is the best person because they're the ones that's really wanting this for you, and they already probably see it too. So they may be the type of person when you tell them, they can be like, I knew it. They probably already feel it. So let me pull some advice for you here, because I want you to have a little bit of clarity here. I feel for you though. Thank you, universe, for helping me. Oh my goodness. Okay, I love it. Oh, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. OMG. So for some of you, this reading was more than enough. You're like, okay, yeah, I know what I need to do. Then we have, I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love this time. So yeah, well, it doesn't say this time, but it says I choose love. So yeah, yes, choose love, baby, because you have it all around you. It's like you're like those things that took place in your past. I'm not really gonna touch on that because it's too many people that if you're still like, okay, because this stems from still having triggers, so I'm not gonna, I'm not one to. I always say this. You probably hear this on every piece of whatever content I make when it comes to triggers. I don't walk on eggshells around people triggers because that's not how you fix it. But I also have an understanding when it comes to being triggered, because especially when something happens in your childhood, you don't even know it's a trigger. That's what these readings and content like this or similar content is for, so that you can notice what your triggers are, so you can work on those triggers. Don't tell your spouse that you had these issues and that this is why, and leave it at that. because that's not okay. You need to start working on these things, and not for them, but for you. And then you have the more energy and intention I bring to my face, the more fearless and free I am. Hummingbird, I love that cute little hummingbird. So yeah, so yeah, so it's like you got to put your energy into it. You have to. It's your intentions. When people see that you have good intentions, it makes them realize that, okay, yeah, the situation is worth it. But when you don't, and your energy is just out of whack, then yeah, they're gonna leave. And that's anybody, friend, foe, whatever. No one's gonna want to fool with you. Like they can understand all day, and they can see it all day. But if you don't see it, it's a waste of their time and energy as well. So you can't expect people to stick around. My energy creates my rep. Boy, listen here. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. So if you still stuck on this old energy, then that's what you're going to get. If you feel like, say for example, your triggers, say, okay, yeah, because not everybody has childhood trauma. Sometimes it's adult trauma, and I don't think we speak enough about that either. But if because things just switched up a little bit, the message just got just a tad bit different for somebody or somebody's. So for those of you where this stemmed from adulthood and it may have came from a bad relationship prior to this one, you most definitely, this is not the same person. And you're going to, first of all, if you don't fix you, then you're going to keep manifesting the same person. That's just that on it. You're going to keep, like, if you had an abusive relationship, right, for example, and that person caused you traumas and triggers, and if you don't get past it per se, or if you don't get past what led you to date that person in the first place and ignore those red flags, then you're going to just keep on keeping on with that energy. And then it's like, okay, so let's say for example you got lucky and you didn't manifest that person, but now you're gonna do it anyway because this person that you're dealing with, they aren't that person. They're nothing like that. But if you, every time you turn around, you're comparing them to that person energy wise, it don't even have to be verbal. It can just be energy wise. Like, oh, such and such. No, you can't do that. You're going to ruin a good thing. And then you're going to end up manifesting that same person over and over. And then you're going to blame the world. And you're going to look at the outside and feel like, oh, women ain't, men ain't. Like, no, it's you. You can't pick the wrong people either. Now you got to look now. You got to look. I'm not trying to switch up on you because we was getting real. Things were. I'm just saying I'm not gonna sit up here and feel bad for you if you're not gonna put the work in, because this is telling you that you have the options. You have this ability to change your circumstances. And you're gonna feel so much better. Like, I want this for you though. It's not about other relationships. It's not about any of that. I want this for you because I can see you crying on the inside. I can see you screaming on the inside. Like, you just want. Like, do you see how intense, like, with, like, the way he's holding her and how intense this is? Like, or the way she's being held, because this is masculine or feminine. It goes either way. Like, you want this, but you want this, like, probably from the person that hurt you. Not saying that you want them to love or caress you. Like, say, for example, if you had a bad relationship with your mother, for example, growing up, you wanted her to cater to you like this. You wanted this from her and this, that, and third. And it's like that could stem, like, listen, it could follow you throughout your life. And it hurts, bro. It's painful. That is painful. When you don't receive the love from your parents, when you feel neglected, whether that be physically, emotionally, all of the above, any category, in any form, in any fashion, it's heartbreaking. It is traumatic. Okay, and that's just an example, because it could be your father. It could be. It doesn't, like, any type of neglect. Like, yes, it plays a big part in your life later on too. So I just want you to keep all these things in mind. Hopefully, I touched something that made sense to you, that will be able to help you and bring you some clarity and some healing. So that, yeah, that's all I have for this reading today, you guys. And I do wish you all the very, 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 very best. I wish you health and strength and clarity. I wish you a whole lot more. I hope you gain more clarity. I wish you peace, and prosperity. Did I say prosperity already? We'll get some more. We'll get it. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or night or evening or whatever. I hope you have the day that you deserve. And until the next reading, peace within.